today's HME video. Today we are doing a deep dive into Roblox Buckingham Palace Royal Guard Foot Guard Protocol. So, I covered much protocol in our first introduction video to being a Royal Foot Guard, but there is more information. So, if you ever see anyone with either this kind of uniform, full military with no tactical vest on, or one of these but with a cap and medals, that is a commissioned officer. These are people on the Royal Guard's Discord who have been chosen to help other Royal Guards stay in line with protocol. They will have ranks such as Second Lieutenant, Lieutenant, and Captain. I do believe there might be more. And you should just do whatever they say, because they have handcuffs, they can arrest you, they can do anything. These are the people who host trainings, and submissions to be it will only come out on the Royal Guard Discord. Next special role, Royal Military Police. Royal Military Police is a real branch of the military, and they will keep their job is to keep the Royal Guards in line. The commissioned officers focus more on like protocol, looking good, and suggesting stuff. But the Royal Military Police are entirely there to enforce Royal Guard protocol and arrest you if you do not oblige. Rule breaking can include getting the AFK tag here, that's illegal. Going inside Buckingham Palace, that's illegal and will count as trespassing. Leaving the gates of Buckingham Palace, that's illegal. Killing civilians without a valid reason, that's illegal. And etc, etc. Next one, the Grenadier Guards. They'll be exactly like a foot guard, but this red plume here will be replaced with a white plume. This signifies that they are a Grenadier Guard. The Grenadier Guards will speak to you. Don't get too close to them because they will yell at you. And they can, if there's multiple of them, they can deploy and they'll go into full uniform, a bit like a CO. Yeah, and they can guard the king without authorization if there's multiple of them. Next one, a Life Guard. A Life Guard is like a Royal Blues Horse Guard. I'll show you their uniform now. But red. So they have a red uniform. Their job is to personally guard the king. They're very well trained and will not speak to you if they're on duty. They will just completely ignore you. Next, Support Guard. So the Support Guards will have a uniform the exact same as a CO, but their job, they won't have like Second Lieutenant, etc. Their job is to help other guards, more of a suggesting point. They won't arrest you, they're just there to completely help you in the name Support Guard. Those are all the available ranks that you have to apply to or complete a training for. Now we can get into the Horse Guard. So the Horse Guard is a game pass. I highly recommend it if you've just gone into being a Royal Guard. A Royal Guard. It will make a whole new uniform, you'll spawn at a whole new different place, and you'll have a horse. So you gallop in, and you can go outside of Buckingham Palace, only slightly, but yeah, you can go outside of Buckingham Palace and guard. Your job is just to stay there. You can't go inside Buckingham Palace without authorization, but here's the big bit. Any foot guard, so ones that look like me, you have authority over all of them, no matter your rank or no matter their rank. The only way they can outrank you is if they've passed their the GQC, Guard Qualification Course. The Guard Qualification Course is a training hosted by commissioned officers, COs, which will give you a dive into Royal Guard protocol, and give you zip ties, which can be used to detain trespassers. These can be very, very useful for if there's no Metropolitan Police, if there's no Royal Military Police, if there's no COs, they can just be very helpful. And by being a qualified guard, you have a very slight responsibility to not yell at newbies and ask if they need help. For example, this is why you should always be good. I think, yeah, this medal here, it was given to me by a monarch because I was giving brand new people help on how to know the game. It just shows act of goodwill, can result in an award, and this will stay with you the entire game. Next, we have the Guard Support Qualification course. You can only do this if you are a qualified guard. They very rarely appear, and they are obviously hosted by a CO. Discussing a Guard Support Qualification course is highly illegal among support guards. So if you ask anyone about it, they will completely deny it. They will completely deny saying anything about it. So for that reason, I can't tell you much. All I know is there are some very difficult questions. And the other type of training can be a military knowledge quiz, which will reward you with 1 to 4 of these points. It doesn't take very long, but Guard Qualification course and Guard Support Qualification courses take about 90 minutes. I know, but it's worth it. They'll give you 1 to 4 points up here. It's a very good thing to have, but you will only get it if you do decently in the test. We will also discuss the protocol of this thing, the bear skin, I think, yeah. If you press J, you can take it on and off. This will become the most annoying thing ever. So when you spawn, if it's inside, it's fine to keep it on. But if you go back in there, you must press J to take it off. And this rule pretty much applies anywhere, except for some very, very niche situations. For example, lifeguards, when they do honour guard, they don't have to. Apart from that, it pretty much always applies. And if you don't do this, you can be arrested and maybe fined by Royal Military Police. Next, we're going to have what Royal Guards can and can't do. So, if somebody, any sort of Royal Guard or anyone, walks up to you and says, "Hey, do you want to guard the king?" And obviously you'd want to say yes. If they say, "Come with me," you are not supposed to say yes, because that would count as truancing from your. No, it'd count as abandoning your post, and is also not allowed within the ranks of Royal Guards. Doing so could result in Royal Military Police arresting you or a CO. If you can tell them, "Can you just write down my username and get the king to authorise me?" And if he does, then you can go up to his palace. That continues very nicely into our next point, the authorised tag. The authorised tag makes it that you can go inside and out of Buckingham Palace. This is very nice. Well, no, it doesn't make that. It means you can go with the king. So if the king is, say, I don't know, visiting the Prime Minister, and you're authorised and you walk into the throne room, that's illegal. You need to be with the king wherever you're going. If you're with the king, you're completely fine. If not, well, not very good. And you could be arrested. Our next point is posts. And while I'm walking over to show you the posts, I'm going to talk about you. So if someone tells you to get to a post, that will be where a royal guard is stationed to remain. These can include sentry boxes, some arches, and some gates. But there's this thing that we call priority posts. Now, priority posts include just all the sentry boxes. I'll show you what a sentry box is in a minute. Priority post means if someone isn't there, you need to go there, but if someone is there, you can pick another post. I will show you all post locations. But, so, yeah. We'll also talk about ranks on the way. So, all non-commissioned officer ranks include recruit, the lowest. Guardsman unlocks this lovely thing here. It's a little pistol, very useful for decently long range. Lance corporal, corporal, lance sergeant, sergeant, colour sergeant, sergeant major. Testing my knowledge here. I want to say warrant officer 2, warrant officer 1, and warrant officer 1 is the highest non-commissioned officer rank that you can get. So, now we're here, I can show you sentry boxes. Just going to ignore what's going on here. Yes, this is a sentry box. So if I go like this, and I need to stay here because there's not enough people on the other posts. But if there was, I would go over here. I would go to either here, or I would go to here, and any gate really. Gates can only have 2 people stationed on them at any time. We're also going to have about shared posts. So this post here can be used as a foot guard post, but it can also be used as a horse guard or lifeguard post. So if a horse guard, uniform on screen, or a lifeguard, uniform like horse guard, come up to you and say, please vacate this post or something like that, you've got to leave and find another post. Because they have the priority and they can go in that post. Another priority post, we have pretty much everything here. So this one is what I usually get kicked out of. This sentry box. If a grenadier guard, white plume, remember, comes up to you and says, please vacate this post for the grenadier guard, do what they say, find another post. It can also happen with this posts in here, pretty much everything. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Buckingham Palace, a tutorial for a royal guard, and we will see you later.